Sorry about that. Was held up.
We don't forgive you.
We don't forgive.
Wait, who are we waiting on? We're waiting on anyone?
I think it was me.
Everyone's here. Oh, Quinn's not here, actually. No, I was wrong. I thought Quinn was here because Quinn was in the other call.
I scared them away.
God damn it.
We're all scared of Matt on the inside.
Yeah. That's why I had to give a presentation about bullying.
Wait, really? You bullied
Yeah.
someone? Why?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
would
yes.
you bully
Well,
someone?
Well, yes.
Because he's a
Why?
fucking nerd.
Would you have bullied me if we went to the same school?
Probably.
That was a trick question. Of course you would.
Probably.
You seem like the type of nerd that would play D&D, you fucking nerd. Got him.
No.
I have to ask a silly question. I'm trying to open the Roll20 game on Chrome, so I don't know whether it is Chrome specifically, but it's just getting stuck on the loading. Is there something special that has to happen for it?
Sometimes it's just slow.
But this is like very slow.
You already tried refreshing and all that?
I should try turning it off and on again.
I use Firefox, so
You
can't say
could
if
try
it's a
a
Chrome problem.
yeah, or you could try a private window, see if it's maybe somehow like a cache issue.
It is a private window. I had it open in Safari before and it was fine, but I thought that maybe Chrome would handle the game a bit better. I'll try Safari.
I'm gonna postpone the start of D&D about 30 more minutes. I will see you guys then.
What?
Okay.
Okay. Guess I'll take this time to bully Blue.
Aha.
I may have only known Blue for a short time, but I just may band together with her, so can you bully both?
I don't know.
That's right. You don't. Not yet. You're safe, Blue. You're safe. He doesn't know how much of a geek I am yet.
Classic bully rules state I should only pick on people I know for certain won't fight back.
Stick to those rules.
I was an hour away, but I'm here right now. Mm-hmm.
Well, I opened Roll20 in Safari, and it works, even though there are a lot of warning messages saying that this is not a supported browser. But it won't open in Chrome, even though that's where it's telling me to open it in. So, it's a special case today. But I got it open, so success.
Congrats.
Thank you. It is an actual achievement for me. Usually don't work.
I hope Quinn's alright.
Yeah, this is
I think this means I should actually bully them.
I know you treat your mouth as if it's heaven's gate. You like your TSA. I'll take my whiskey neat, my coffee black, in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. I'll never take my whiskey neat. My coffee black in my bed at 3. You're too sweet for me. You're too sweet for me. I aim low, I aim true, and the grass where I go. Want to live forever, babe. You treat your mouth as if it's heaven's gate. I see you like you're the TSA. Each son I know. I'll take my whiskey neat. My coffee black in my bed at 3. Like you're the TSA. Scroll. I'd rather take my whiskey, my coffee black in my bed. You're too sweet. You're too sweet for me. Ooh, ooh, Ain't no, I ain't true, and grounds will go. Fridays in the morning, dreaming like that. It's great. Has anyone messaged Richard or Quinn or heard back from them?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Boom. 30 minutes on the dot. I'm a
Close enough.
genius.
Boom.
Bash that reset button.
Matt's obsessed with the reset button.
Reset button.
Reset button. Yeah, we gotta bash it.
All right. Do we have everyone here?
Present.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Don't be too excited, Aaron.
I'm not here.
All right, Aaron, you want to give me a breakdown of what happened last week?
Yeah, why not? All right, so I believe we started off with everyone kind of gathered up and we were debating what the strategery was, which plot hook we should follow. The options being the missing beacon, stolen by the super wizard, or revenge on the Howling Dunes family. I honestly don't remember how we ended up picking the one we did, but we did resolve down the Howling Dunes one at some point. And then there was some debate of how we should divide up the personnel as it was. Sport Lord was tasked with choosing teammates. Eventually, picked who was coming along. And then we went off to this kind of weird deserty area that just exists for some reason. Don't question it. Found a temple thingy there. Stealthily stealthed up to it. Had a conversation with some kind of religious person on the inside. Specifically, Valhir's mom, for some reason. Found out that they were a follower of Sir Phoenix, and they didn't want to let us in. They eventually left, and then we snuck around and then went back inside and noticed that they were missing. Found out there was a secret passage, super secret. Went down into the depths, started exploring there. We found a ritual site that appeared to be for Hitaru, which is, checks notes, not Sir Phoenix. So that's weird. There were some cool hint notes and stuff, and a crap ton of traps, just like a ton of traps. For some reason, Niv got thrown under the bus. That doesn't make any sense. But fell on some spikes with some help, quote unquote, from Gem. Got out of that. And then Gem went to scout ahead, got trapped on the other side of a wall. Some shenanigans happened, which I couldn't see. So I don't know what went down with that. We eventually figured out how to cross the path using Valhir's stone powers. Break through the wall, get to the other side. There are some fancy looking cascades on some weird ritual thingy madoohickers. And I think we were exploring that and trying to figure that out when the session ended. I think that's most.
Good stuff. So you're in this room with the three, and then the offshoot fourth casket. There are some magical shields blocking your path to the east. You can't see past the first one. There's a corridor to the south, a corridor to the north. What would you guys like to do?
Am
Oh,
I crazy?
shit.
We're on
My
the
bad.
outside.
Yeah, I know, I know.
I thought I was seeing things wrong.
Vetoes.
I thought my computer was playing up.
I know you were gone, but I've been complaining about it.
Also,
Oh, I can see you again.
there's a desert there for reasons that you haven't investigated.
There's a desert
Who
where?
knows? It's just bad world building, I think. Not worth paying attention to.
It's fair enough.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm pretty sure we read the epitaphs for these things, but I don't remember.
They're in the chat.
Hopefully somebody's
Yeah.
right.
They're
I
written
think
down
they're
in the
shared
chat.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. The scroll
yeah.
up once.
Elena. Where are there 4? Where's the 4th one?
The fourth one's over here. Val went exploring. It was the lady that inscribed the message to Hitaru on the statue.
It's
Who
a
is
demon.
presumably dead undead? Question mark. Don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I assume she was dead at one point, at least, considering she has a coffin. Or maybe they're just really prepared. I don't know.
Hey man, why wait until after you're dead? Who's gonna take care of that?
Do you share anything about that name?
Has anyone asked?
No, you're just kind of looking at those shields right now.
Then I presume not. Got a horse on it.
Wait, so why are there like Tawna couches everywhere? Bobby says, looking at Jem.
Well, it's a monk thing. It's a monk thing, but those are mine. You don't need to stress over those.
Yeah, okay, all right. Bobby will just continue wandering around.
Monk thing?
It's a monk thing. I just break couches.
Mm-hmm.
Goats. Monks.
Have I already tried to
historically.
examine the shield? I feel like I have. Right?
It would have been one of the last things that's done.
I see an athletics and an intelligence. I imagine it was probably the intelligence.
I think it was probably the intelligence there.
If I recall correctly, we did not get too far into this puzzle before we ran out of time. Otherwise,
So it
I'd
looks
remember
like
more of it.
There's a shield.
Not that Niv is a premier puzzle character.
I think I was asking, is it like a magical shield or is it like a physical object that is blocking the way?
It appears to be magical.
Wow.
But the shield
It
itself is
physically
Yeah.
physically blocks your path, but
Yes.
there's very clearly a magical effect going on here.
So I can't just try to like rip it out of the wall. And magically rip it out of the wall.
I think the athletics roll
Might
may
have
have
been that.
been that.
That does sound like something I would do.
So you thinking we'll tear out?
Well, considering I,
want
had that
I want
thought
to muscle
immediately
the
right
thing.
now. So yeah, I imagine I did.
Muscling it doesn't work. Okay, I would like to smart the thing.
Hmm. All right, that's that's something else. I was just gonna sit here looking at it. Thunk, thunk, thunk.
Chip to big guy.
If I stare at it hard enough, it'll solve
Hmm.
itself.
This is blocking our way forward. at least one of the ways forward, as Val will look over his shoulder to the other entrance over here that he has not gone down. Oh god, what did I do? Reading mode. I fixed it.
So the NPC is going to filter their way in. Rogues in the front.
Rolls in the front.
Seti, I see you moving up. Moving on up. What do you do?
Just observing.
What's the shield made of? Metal?
Give me an investigation.
I already did that. Oh, an investigation. I didn't do that. I take it back. Can I like knock on it like a door?
Knocking on magic door.
I think it's made of Play-Doh.
Seems like something impenetrable. There's no way around this thing.
I was gonna leave that for now then. I'm gonna go up toward the other entrance. See what's happening up here.
Start heading up towards the other entrance. For the most part, things are pretty well lit. This next corridor is a little bit darker than the others. You see what appears to be a destroyed tomb type casket thing.
That's positive. Oh. There's another one. I was not going to go too far ahead without anyone else. You'll just watch.
Everyone, the Kenku Cracked Eggs asks.
And wobble back down. What is it?
The last several weeks, our group has been staying in a place called Zara's Blades. This person was part of our teacher's adventuring group, same as yours. This seems to be the tomb of that person. They're gonna show you because they've taken it from the missing tomb or the empty tomb. The plaque that says "Here lies our twin blades."
Yoink, never mind now.
You can add metal plate to your inventory.
Oh,
No.
please break it on the floor.
Well, I'm not taking it.
Oh, okay.
I just thought it's funny that he would be like, this is probably important. Yoink.
Hey, if it's an abandoned grave, it's not
Then it's
really
okay.
stealing.
If you break plates, you get a Final Fantasy mount.
Not in this campaign.
Says you.
Oh man. But I want Alexander this time.
I don't even know what that is.
No way you don't know who Alexander is.
Just a summon that's just a guy.
Yes, hello, I am John. I mean, I guess
can do your
Yojimbo is
taxes.
kind of just a guy, right?
Mm.
This person was very important to the founding and creation of Tikka's Tavern,
Mm.
and a close personal friend to our mentors.
That is concerning to hear. I also recognize the name of the person that is buried here as well, like point towards this coffin. He wrote many of the books that I was using to learn from my time at Silverdawn Academy. A prolific woodsman.
Is the rest of us close enough to overhear this conversation?
Dragons alive?
Cracked Egg did kind of usher, like he had an announcement. So I would assume that you guys are.
Attention, all idiots.
But yes, tokens are alive. Thank you. What you gotten up to there, bud?
Who could that be directed at?
It's gonna be the satyr who's part goat.
There's more? No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to get a closer look. Richard, I'm gonna get a closer look.
Could I get an inspection roll?
What?
Investigation?
Yeah. Dang.
Brown.
You find the plaque. I believe this is that is Alaric the Strong's final resting place. It seems to be sealed.
This is written in command. Regular
That's
ass
right.
common.
Regular as common.
Do I recognize the name at all?
Yeah, history roll.
I gotta know all the resident badass, right?
You think about the name, but in a world where most people are badasses, you don't quite place it.
Okay, but like, why leave all these dead people here? Isn't this how we get undead?
On my pathways, Jesus Christ.
Wait 1 second. What's he doing? Oh shit. He's investigating.
There's so
He's
many
grassing it.
pathways.
Oh, fucking Valkyrie.
He's fucking gone.
He's gone.
Oh, there's another room, it's fine.
He's on.
Okay.
I don't
I
want to
thought
get
my
trapped.
left. It's like now they're very gone.
Quick, hit accept on the do you want to continue screen so we get caught in the cut screen and teleport.
Do, 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 do. I'm really kind of pedaling around in here for a bit, so I was going to do a bit of scouting.
Pedaling.
Jeffrey will look over to Val and say, hey, don't go too far, or at least take someone with you.
Mm,
What's the worst
Thank
I
you
could
for
happen? Am
volunteering.
I gonna murder the queen?
Jeffrey will sigh and he'll come with you.
Investigate this room down here. Up here. This is halfway in the map. Yeah. Oh god, what?
Oh,
Where's my
also, Alu, I apologize. I'm just realizing I never responded to you.
There's
That's
so
okay.
much, Richard.
The brackets are kind of things that you can feel free to fill in, as well as like where your family comes from, why they're, maybe not a super strong part of your life.
Okay.
Is this rubble or leaves?
That's rubble.
Okay.
This thing seems to be destroyed. The coffin on top has been pushed over and pilfered. It is open and empty.
Is there an inscription like all the other ones?
Made an investigation roll.
Can I give myself the help action?
No.
With Jeffrey?
With my mom.
No. Your mom can't help you. Your mom
Your
can
mom
investigate.
can't help you now.
Okay, so it is a one or the other thing.
It is a one or the other thing.
Okay. Is it okay? Before I fully investigate, is it apparent, or do I need to do a little bit of digging to get to it? I'm trying to gauge the investigation.
We could say that the digging is part of the investigation.
All right, I'll vow it.
You start digging in the rubble to where the inscription was on the other things, and it becomes clear that now you are digging into whatever this altar / tomb thing is instead of on top of it. So it appears that it's either somewhere hidden in this rubble or has been completely removed.
Hmm. What does the rubble look like it came? Does it look like it like collapsed from above, like from a stalagmite, or was it placed here? I don't know who's going around throwing rocks.
It looks like it's been destroyed, like it's been hit with several heavy objects on purpose.
Nothing of interest, and that is worrying. I was gonna kind of not like sift through the rubble just slightly, so you can find the plaque.
You start sifting. Jeffrey helps you. And as you sift, you hear something from the southern passageway. Tokens are frozen.
Oh, good.
Tokens are unlive.
Tokens are especially live.
What?
Whoa, spotlight.
Spotlight's
He's just
going.
testing it.
Red light spotlight right there.
Just testing it.
Spotlight's going. Gas,
about the ghouls?
gas,
The ghoul
gas.
also
I
live.
wanna step on the gas.
Oh no, the ghoul's dead.
Hey,
I still have it, and a psychological warfare
we're gonna need
minus
that
5
ghoul.
whiz. Who knows?
If you stab the ghoul to death, do you get another ghoul?
Most necromancy
long
does
can we
not
keep
work
the ghoul
on
train
previous
going?
necromanced targets in lore, so I presume it's the same.
When you say most,
I said most.
Yeah.
Some revive spells don't give a fuck about it being
This is a necromancy. This is soul nonsense.
soul nonsense. Why does my soul make dead things? Question.
As you
toxic of a
Why does my soul
personality.
move rocks?
as
No,
you
that makes
hear
sense.
the movement, Jeffrey also hears it. He gets behind you. He draws an arrow and knocks it.
Hmm. Am I sensing the danger?
Jeffrey is
No.
the arrow.
Oh.
Their soul is ready.
Thank you. You see, now when I do poetry, all I have to do is put it into a catchy song and make Aaron listen to it 10 times.
I do prefer song format. I mean,
Why
unless
do
you
you-
do slam poetry.
Why do you think no one else does? No, poetry is not a common thing now. Because we got pop songs.
Yes, pop songs, poetry, same
Yes, we got
thing.
Mariah Carey.
Equivalent, agreed.
All I want for Christmas. Isla,
Uh-oh.
you walk into a room with a stalactite. I'm going to put your token down and give it vision. You let me know if you can see where you're at.
Sure. Okay.
All right, can you see your token right now?
No. I
It's
just
a
see that.
big map. You're south of where, or you are west of where most of the people are.
Now I eat. So okay, wait. I'm not in the west, but okay. I just see the couches. I'm assuming there's the broken down couches, and then there's like 4 arms to the main thing.
Let me see.
That's what I see, and I know that the movement towards the top northern cabin, but then things just disappeared off screen.
All right, you want to put your token down somewhere where you can see, and then I'll move it to where it is.
Yeah. How do I do that?
You just grab the name and then you drag it onto the screen.
Grab.
So yeah, hold it down. Just drag it to where you want to drop.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second.
Put it down to whichever character you like the most.
I don't think I'm doing the right. This.
So if you grab the token, it'll start moving the thing up and down. You have to grab it right at the name.
I don't know what you mean by token.
All right. So what is it called? The book tab. So you can see where your character is.
Yes. Oh. Okay. And then okay. 1 second.
And you can drag that around. You can also.
No, this is just selecting text and opening my character sheet.
Yeah, so instead of clicking it, just hold it, click and then hold, and then drag that onto the map somewhere.
Okay. I know it sounds like a very simple task. Okay, I can't achieve it. Seems
Want
like
me to
just
show you?
selecting text.
I can try to show you.
Sorry.
If you want to watch my stream, I can show you.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Alright, so I got Roll20 open right now.
Yep.
We're going to come over to the journal tab.
Yep.
And then you can see all your characters and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Left click over which one you want and click over the name, hold, drag, and bring it over to the screen
Does it?
and drop it down. And it should give you a little token to play around with.
It might be different with Apples because they have the.
I played on my Mac for a while and it just,
I was grabbing the picture. Yeah,
There you
I
go.
was grabbing the picture when I had grabbed the name. It did that, but you showed. Thank you very much. Okay, that worked.
Thank you, Mike. I can't show things because then it would spoil things. There we go. And now I've given you vision, so you can move your token around and you can see things update in real time.
How do I move the token around? The same thing. You grab it and
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
You just grab the picture on the screen. So you're there on the left, I think.
move it around.
you. Okay. Okay. What was I doing?
Also, I think you placed your token closest to grass, if I remember correctly, which was the correct choice.
I don't think I placed it there, but let's pretend I did that on purpose.
All right, so just move a couple squares just to make sure we've got it working.
Testing it yet? No. Then I did it. I moved one square.
You moved one square. All righty. So we'll say you came from that left passageway. You come from what appeared to be a dining hall, but you decided not to investigate that further. And now you are going deeper into this fort. Not sure exactly what to expect.
I'm moving upwards, yes?
Yep.
Is that what I... Oh, I see more tokens.
Then suddenly you see two people. One is a tiefling with a bow that's trained on you, and the other is a big dragonborn man.
All right, 28 to hit.
I dare you. This is a little intimidating. Oh, hello. Am I can I greet these people nicely, or am I intimidating to them?
They're on edge. The Dragonborn
they are on edge. Yeah.
Mm.
How do you confront them?
I try and blend into my background.
You try to
Camouflage.
stealth immediately.
Not like
Try to
on
a rock.
octopus.
All right, give me a. Did you just like press yourself against the rock?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Do I have any camouflage skills?
Give me a stealth roll. So if you open up your character sheet, you'll have a bunch of skills. One of them will be called stealth.
Okay. Character sheet. Got it. Open. Skills.
Also, Spotlight, you hear a whisper in your head from Jeffrey, and Jeffrey says, "There's someone here. Come quick."
Where is he?
You last saw Jeffrey in the leaving through the northern passage of your room.
You can also respond to the message.
Which one?
Press the button.
All right. So you rolled a 6 on stealth. So typically the breakdown is like 5 is less than average, but you'd pass something that's pretty easy. So if you were like jumping a small gap, that might be a 5. 10 would be something that maybe an average person can achieve easily, or more likely than not. 15 would be difficult. 20 would be extremely difficult.
Okay.
So a 6 is pretty low, and you are very visible to both of these people.
Can I make a perception check?
if you want, but I
Just
can only
in case.
imagine you not seeing them on a natural way.
Passive perception.
Damn
high
it.
enough?
I thought it'd be really funny.
That's
I passed
pretty
it
bad.
15.
They're gone. They've
They went
disappeared
missing.
entirely.
Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. Hmm.
No tracking them now.
Wait, so I just see this woman come out from this entrance and then immediately try to hide.
As you do.
Yeah, and in a very visible way, yes.
Val's just gonna like slowly reach behind his back, reaching for the glaive. Who are you?
Okay. Do I know that I failed at hiding myself?
Definitely.
That was
Okay.
directed towards you, so you can assume that he can see you.
I just imagine you shifting left and right like 2 feet, and then their
Did you-
eyes are just
did you-
following you.
I can
Like
still
one of
get
those-
out of here.
Oh, it's like one of those dragon like paper things at libraries that always follow you no matter where you're standing. Anyway.
Okay. Okay, just to clarify, am I holding anything? Do I have weapons that are actually in
Oh,
my
no.
hands, or are they all?
You could choose to have them in your hand if you want.
No, I just want to know how intimidating I look.
You want to do an intimidation roll?
No, I want no, the opposite of. I just want to wave and say hello.
Here, let me check how passively intimidating you are. Okay,
Passively intimidating.
you are as intimidating as the average person. So luckily, we don't have to worry about them being afraid of you.
Okay.
In the conventional
Given
sense.
the current scenario.
Yeah.
everyone's
KOS,
suspicious.
KOS.
I just wave in greeting and say hello.
Okay. Jeffrey's gonna incite you. Essentially, that just means they want to look at you closely to ascertain your intentions without asking you.
Vibe check.
Oh shit.
Wow. Vibe
Jeffrey.
checked.
Jeffrey, what are we working
All right, on a
with?
scale.
Very
How
impressive.
much do you want to fight these people?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't want to fight.
I think their intentions are peaceful. What are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm researching and looking for something important to me.
Do you live here? In this place?
No, I got lost and couldn't find my way out.
Are you saying it like a question mark?
Roll for deception.
They're gonna put the arrow back in the quiver to try to appear a little bit less threatening, and then they're gonna just like elbow Val to do the same,
This,
so that the big scary man isn't holding massive axe.
sorry, I'm supposed to unclick on deception. Is that what I do?
No, I was joking.
Are you
Ye-
deceiving?
You only have to roll if Richard says you can roll. Otherwise,
sorry.
if anyone says you can roll, just ignore them.
Well, they believe you're a good guy, it seems.
Yeah, they believe it, whatever you say.
It's too late now.
I'm sorry.
Green means you rolled the natural 20, which is pretty much like always succeeds, no matter what, for the most part.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Keep in mind,
the most part.
succeeding does not mean bending reality.
Yeah, it doesn't mean bending reality, but it is like a chaotic element that can be like miraculous sometimes. Spotlight. We'll say enough time has passed for you to act on that message. What do you do?
Gonna start heading there. How many steps do you want me to, or how many steps can I take?
As many as you want. Spend like a minute. Do you communicate anything with the rest of the group?
Jeffrey says there's someone up ahead. I'm gonna go check it out. And then I will continue waddling.
Wow.
Following you.
Wait, is it this one or the top one?
Top. But are you moving with arrows? You can do that?
Wait,
Yeah.
that's how
You
you
didn't
do
know
it
you
when
could
you
do that?
only
You can
want to
do that.
move one at a time.
Yeah.
How do you do your precision movement?
Well, fuck. I hold Alt and I drag and drop.
Ugh.
You can do that if you don't want to be on the grid, but yeah. Yeah, arrow keys also work.
Um,
Oh wow, you
That's
can
new
hold
puzzle?
Alt and also press the arrow keys to barely nudge.
No.
I like doing that sometimes. Wait, none of you have noticed me doing that?
Not particularly.
No.
Oh.
I thought everyone always just dragged and dropped.
It is the most simple.
So 1 second. Ayla, you see another dragonborn, this one a bit smaller, and a goblin wearing sunglasses walk into the same room. Doesn't seem like the right place to be wearing sunglasses.
They're
But
also
yes.
hairless. Probably.
Well, I also wave at the new people and also look over my shoulder to see if there's somewhere I can run away to.
There is that passage behind you if you really wanted to run away. You're not
Just checking it
currently
out.
blocked off.
Hello?
Hello. What are you guys doing here?
Investigating, I guess. Do you live here? I know that she's probably repeating the same questions, but she doesn't know the answer.
I don't live here. No, I'm looking for something. What are you guys investigating?
Kind of a long story.
I think we can trust her.
You don't think we should trust her?
I think we can.
What makes you say that?
Hasn't tried to kill us yet. Always a good sign.
Yes, well, we saw them, and instead of pulling a weapon or running away, they attempted to hide, and they were not very good at it.
Thank you for pointing that out.
I think we can trust them. They suck at hiding.
Yes, well, if I'm going to be honest with you, if that's what makes me trust you, then you should know.
Pardon our discussion. What is your name? Before we get some formalities out of the way.
I'm Alia. Say my full name, man. I don't think I can pronounce it just yet. I haven't said it out loud before. Can't just be Alia.
It can be Anya for now.
What's your name?
I am Valhil Drakmar. These are some members of my group.
Yeah, my name's Spotlight.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Well, here's Spotlight.
Yeah, my name's Bobby. Bobby Tinker. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Bobby.
How did you get here exactly? Did you come in through the top, or was it like a cave?
Well, I was reading a very interesting book and following a clue that I found in it, and it led me to an opening of some sort in a cave, and then I managed to get myself lost looking around.
There must have been another way in.
Have you seen anyone else around these caves?
I have not come across anyone else. You're the first that I've seen and tried to hide from.
Why'd you hide?
I'm not a people person.
That's fair enough.
Do you have any way of defending yourself? I would be remiss to say that there are dangerous peoples within these caves.
I have weapons that I can hold, I'm told. How do I describe myself?
Always is better than nothing.
Sorry. I've survived this long, so I guess I can defend myself. Obviously not by turning into a rock. That's the failed attempt.
You'll have to forgive us for being a little on edge. There are some bad folk that live here. And we were just nervous that you might be one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how to prove I'm not a bad folk. But I'm looking for stuff as well. If you want any help, maybe I have some knowledge that help. That maybe will make me more friendly towards you.
Could I get an insight roll from you?
Sorry, from me?
Yes. So just click the insight button. Okay, so you rolled a 2.
Oh, no. Did I press the wrong one?
No. You're good. You just got unlucky.
Okay.
That's one of your
fine.
strongest skills. In
It
most
is.
situations, you yeah, sometimes I ask people to do rolls and then I'll give them more information about where they're at based on that.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just confirm you came in through the cave and you went through what appears to be some type of cafeteria place. But there was something off about it, so you kind of ignored it and went through this passage where you were confronted by these people.
Okay.
You're not sure if they're telling the truth, but at least they put their weapons away.
But progress. Okay, can I ask, are there more of you?
Jeffrey will look at Val and Spotlight.
There are more of us.
I guess.
But yeah, they're we're real nice folk. You don't have to worry about us.
Alright, well, that's out of the way.
If it's helpful, I passed a cafeteria thing, some sort on the way. Didn't feel quite right, but if you're looking for more places to investigate, I could show you that.
Jeffrey will say, well, whatever it is, I think we all agreed to stay together.
For the most part, at least. I really go wonder up ease. Well, this is promising.
There is a room up there.
I just call back to the corridor. There's another room past this hallway. This is a maze. Let's keep going forward. Anyone new?
To get a perception.
Perception. Wow. 14.
You look in and you see a number of pots that have bubbling water in them. There's a slight mist that goes throughout the room, and it smells like flowers and blood.
Those are two very different smells.
Yeah.
Yes.
My passive is 15, if that helps. Did that give me anything extra?
That does not give you anything extra.
Alright, cool. Is this a door? There's like a little jump up.
It's an open door.
Okay. Investigate slowly. This is like a relaxation area, like a common room.
You look around, and it seems to be a sauna.
Yes, because I know what that is.
Okay. Does Valhir not know what a sauna is?
Roll
I
for sauna.
imagine he would know what a sauna is.
Give me an intelligence roll. Let's get this figured out.
Let's get this figured out. Okay, roll for sauna. Checks
You
out.
know what a sauna is.
That's surprising. Okay.
Remember, 5 is an easy check.
And these are like lit, right? These are all fires.
Yeah, they are holes and they are lit.
So I can assume that there were people here recently that would have lit these or kept them lit.
Yes, you can assume that. Or there are magics in it. But Valhir, stop going off on your own.
I thought this was a temple, not a sauna house. I'm getting tired of these hallways. Does it come back? There is another path forward from that room. I am not excited to explore it.
Niv, you look around inside the coffin and you find the mummified remains of a person.
Oh, we are grave robbing. Cool. Okay.
Well, I mean, they're not going to use it anymore.
It doesn't
They
mean
don't
it's
seem
not
to
grave
have
robbing.
anything on their person other than their clothes.
Why leave it here? I don't get it. Isn't this kind of just a waste?
Well, not everyone turns their victims into ghouls.
Yeah, no, that's not what I meant. Niv looks over at the ghoul.
Walk.
You can see Drontos and Crackdag are actively trying to not look at the remains of their friend.
Why?
Aw.
God, people are so weird. I mean, like, our bodies came from nature, right? And when you die, it's supposed to go back and feed the ecosystem again. If you just put it in a box, then it's just a waste. It's selfish.
I would think that you knew that being selfish was sometimes necessary.
Well, yeah, of course, you got to take care of yourself, but they're, gone. Unless you think they're saving it for, like, resurrection.
I think most people that have memorials do it for the ones that they love.
I mean, you could have the cool frickin' statue thing without wasting the body. Niv's going to struggle to get the lid back on, and then just have the ghoul come and help.
All right, give me an athletics roll with advantage.
Jesus.
You slide it back into place.
In case they're saving this for later. There's no reason to ruin it. Then it would really be a waste. And that's tragic.
We'll see. Say that it's taken a long enough time. The NPCs are going to make their way into this other room up here.
Wait, where did everybody go? Jam! What
Niv?
happened? I was busy. Where'd everyone go? You weren't paying attention? What were you doing?
Monk stuff. Monk stuff.
I was trained by a monk. I know what monk stuff looks like.
Not my monk stuff.
Ugh, why did I even bother?
Jim has joined the group, joined your party.
No. God's no, go join the other party. Hey, Mr. Shakir.
Oh,
That's Doctor
Hello.
T.
Where did everybody go?
I was just so fascinated by this shield. I guess I didn't pay attention.
Shield? I'm just gonna look at the shield. Alright, there we go. I have successfully dodged interaction with the rest of the party.
All right. Meanwhile, in the other room,
I get it.
Alia, was it?
Yes.
You wanted to show us this cafeteria?
Yes, it's this way. Which way to go? Is it back where I was? Was that the cafeteria way?
Yep. Down through the south corridor there.
Okay. I'll walk down there, hugging the wall, making the rocks my friend.
Stay close to the rocks.
It's over this way, I believe. I came from this section here.
I don't think she's leading us into a trap. And if she is, it's probably on accident. Jeffrey says to the co-leaders, Spotlight and Valier.
So we're doing that.
Jeffrey's
All right.
taking too many notes about negging from New.
Can I
Um,
roll an insight on the new person to try and get my own opinion on them?
yes.
Natural one. They fucking suck.
They're dangerous. Everyone pull out your weapons. Okay, I really hope I don't get one. That's good enough.
Kill.
Yeah, they appear to be genuine.
Good. I have no issues.
I mean, come on. How many new characters have joined the party under the guise of actually being bad guys?
I think that was just yours, Aaron.
Yeah, so come on. They're not going to do that a second time.
Oh, is
If
that
I
right?
had amount of pennies for
Yeah, I during Aaron's first campaign, he played with us. I gave him a character that essentially had a hit list for the other characters.
Oh, wow.
It was very fun.
It's fine. I got over it.
Well, it makes sense. I think Aaron had already had a lot of experience with D&D, right?
True.
Yeah.
So wouldn't do that to someone who's never played before, probably. It's a weird thing to try and manage.
But we should probably take point, Spotlight. Jeffrey asks.
Take point.
Take point.
Yeah, sounds good.
point guard.
Point.
More sports terminology.
Is that basketball?
A lot of
I
English
remember.
uses vernacular from sports as a way to communicate meaning.
I mean, like
Unrelated.
80% of American English is just baseball terms.
It's really a home run analogy right there.
I was gonna say, really hit the ball out of the park.
No, it's bad.
Richard, you want to go take me to third base?
All the way to third.
Just immediately.
This tangent really came out of left field.
There's so many.
No, there's a lot, legitimately.
It's fucking baseball.
Also,
Oh.
a lot of naval vernacular as well. If you're on board.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think I like the sports ones more than the naval ones.
Or
Right.
if you
What do you have against seamen?
yeah. If you have a close group, you run a tight ship.
I
Learning
think
the
that
ropes.
means more of like discipline.
Yeah, I was a bad analogy, but you get my point.
Oh, I see something up ahead. I mean, I knew it was there all along. Yep.
If someone's a loose cannon, okay, that's the last one.
Oh, that's pretty.
You make your way into a big dining hall with the rest of the NPCs. I'm just moving them all at once to like, make life a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're so close. Hello, people. I'm just gonna edge this way for a sec.
Don't worry, they're more spread out.
Is this a bacon?
Yeah, it looks like a big fresh cut of pork or pork-like meat.
Work or
Okay, well, this is the other room that I came through earlier.
Mm.
In this room, there is a central table, and there are a bunch of different ingredients on that table. You see grapes, olive branches with olives on them, assorted fruits, sweet roll, and a chunk of meat. There are 4 tables in the room, each with 6 seats each. And at the edge of the perimeter of the room, you see all of these ingredients piled up in their own places. In the bottom left corner of the room, you see a massive golden chest. What do you do?
I do like shiny things, but I wouldn't want to approach it with everybody watching me. So I just look at it.
Do you want them to turn around? Give me an investigation roll to look at it from that distance.
Okay.
As you look at the golden chest, you see 2 things that are peculiar. It doesn't appear to have a locking mechanism, and there is an inscription on the front of the chest. There's also what appears to be a slot, maybe about 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. You could fit your hand in there if you really wanted to.
Okay. Does everyone else see this chest as well?
Well, I'm gonna go to the other entrance. 'Cause that's just what's happening.
All right. And Spotlight?
Spotlight's gonna look around and investigate a little.
All right. Can I get a perception roll? All right. Yep. You see all the individual ingredients: 4 tables, 6 chairs each, and then a massive golden chest. Alia is looking at the gold chest.
I mean, it's so shiny
Roll
and pretty.
20's acting up.
Can
It
I
is
come
very
closer to
pretty.
the chest?
All right. Yes, you can go closer to the chest.
Spotlight's gonna approach it too.
The 2 of you see the inscription on the chest. Let me read that out for you. 3 futures await you: 1 sweet, 1 deceptive, 1 painful. All futures are bloody. Leave now with all limbs intact, and consider yourself lucky.
Can you type it in chat too?
I don't like fortunes.
Oh, I thought it was a riddle.
It is a riddle.
Just pick the left door. Stuff's easy.
Oh, well, I guess if they're all bloody, it doesn't really matter.
Bloody sweet.
Spotlight, as you get closer, you see a slot in the chest. It's about 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. You could probably fit your hand in there if you really wanted to.
I'd like to use my mage hand thingy and put that in.
You summon a mage hand, you put it into the slot, nothing happens.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Have I seen? I have read many books, so I would think I know something. I just need a bit more understanding of the chest. Are there any clues on the chest that might let me know more about it?
So give me a history roll. So this is an intelligence-based. Have I read anything similar to whatever's going on here, and do I know anything about it?
Damn, we finally have someone good with history.
Yeah.
So one thing that you know, and from your experience, is going into places like this, there very often are anxious spellcasters and enchanters that create traps. One of those traps is typically a mimic, and a mimic is something that impersonates an object and will attack you whilst looking like that object.
Ooh,
Right.
You think that
I want free stuff though.
that this could be something that you should worry about. However, people that enchant things like this are a very chaotic bunch, so you can't predict everything that would happen, and there definitely does seem to be some type of riddle at play here.
Does it look like a mouth?
You don't see a mouth.
Like, does the opening just look like a regular, like, keyhole thing?
Yeah, like one of those claw machines. It looks like where you grab a prize out of.
I'm kind of tempted to start shoving food into it, not gonna lie.
That's hungry.
Out of, like, almost entirely out of curiosity of what it
Can I
would
open
do.
the chest like Kratos?
You want to try to? You want to open the chest?
Like specifically like Kratos. By
He
punching
punches
directly
the shit
into
out of
it.
it, right?
Yeah. He just punches straight through the top.
Hey,
Can I
that's
go
new.
grab
Back in the day,
something?
he went, "Oof."
Can I go grab something sweet and put it in the keyhole?
This does appear to be
Sure.
a positive variety.
Give me an intelligence roll.
That's not good. It
Yeah,
seems like a good idea.
grapes are sweet. Oranges are sweet.
Spotlight's gonna go get
That mouse.
some grape and get a grape and put the grape in the
grape.
bowl.
Okay.
Grape.
You walk up, and what grape do you grab?
What grape?
Yeah,
Grape.
Are there variants of grape?
there are variants of grape. There are green grapes.
Oh, if it
and there are
matters, that
purple
concerns
grapes.
me. I guess a red grape?
Red grapes look like
Purple, the purple
olives.
to me, but
Yeah, purple ones look like olives with a deceptive and make wine, which is very blood-like.
that's what I
That's
was
my
thinking.
interpretation.
All right. Alia, with that history roll, you see Spotlight start gathering some, I believe they were white grapes or red grapes.
The purple ones.
So that,
Because
yeah.
then it looks like blood when you turn it into wine.
All right.
I'm very smart.
You go up and you grab the purple grapes. Could I get an investigation roll on the purple grapes? You pick up the grapes
Investigation.
and you look at them closely, and they appear to be normal grapes.
Cool.
Shove it in the keyhole.
I'm putting it in the keyhole.
All right. You put the grapes into the keyhole, and the grapes are eaten by the chest.
Yummy, yummy.
And then the chest clicks audibly and starts to open up.
Yeah.
The pedestal
wins.
that the chest is on is taller than you are.
So we can't see inside.
Can't see inside.
Has anything come out of the chest?
Nothing comes out of the chest.
But there are chairs in the room, and can we climb a ledge to have a look inside?
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy just to go up over that lip and look inside.
Can yes, and I do that. I shall climb up and have a look inside.
Alrighty. As you
It was nice
climb
knowing you,
up
everyone.
that ledge, you put your weight down onto the ledge, and then you pull yourself up, and as you do, you feel movement, and you realize that the chest has moved closer to you as you pull yourself up.
That's good.
That's a little scary. Just is the chest going to eat me? Oh, why does that?
That's much of the answer to your question.
Can I click on that to see the bigger picture? Okay, I need to see that bigger. That's a mouth.
Oh,
That's they're all mouths. I see.
wait, so the food were mimics too?
The tables were mimics.
The tables were mimics.
Oh, so the food's still good. Alright, cool.
Yes,
Just so
the
we're all
food
on
wasn't
the same-
trapped for the most part.
Just so we're all on the same page. Do I sense the danger? That is the real question.
Definitely.
Do
Roll
I
initiative.
sense the danger?
Gotta make sure.
Roll initiative.
roll
I think
initiative.
people that aren't here, you still have a horse in the race based on your NPCs that are nearby.
Yeehaw! I'm a horse.
But
Wow.
NPCs are
Did I
played
get
by Richard.
natural? Wait a second. Did I get double nat 1? 1d20, 1d20. And it chose the nat 1, which means I had to have gotten double nat 1. That's crazy.
Good.
I have advantage on initiative and I got fucking nat 1. That's messed
Dude,
up.
what are you doing?
Alright, I sub out for mom.
That's
Figure
what 5% of a 5%, 2.5.
Oh, some ridiculous percentage. 1d20, 1d20. Yeah, KH 1 plus. Yeah, okay, I got a double nat 1. Crazy.
Yeah, that's 0.25%. Good job.
Nice.
Quarter of a single percent.
Can
Always very easy here.
are we able to note what kind of creatures there are?
These are mimics.
I roll for Johnson's, don't I?
Pretty much
Which
means
they-
they're going to try and eat you.
Yes, they pretend to be
Munch.
things that are attractive, typically treasure. And when people interact with them that aren't meant to have that treasure, they will attack people.
Okay.
These are the biggest ones you've ever seen.
Yay.
Oh, good. Mimic boss. Level
It's many things.
99 Mimic boss. Richard, if I want to switch between mother and son, do I need to do an action for that? Or can I have them both out at the same time? As a general mechanical question.
That's a good question. We'll say it's an action for now.
Is it an action to switch between? So I can't have them both out at the same time.
Nope, not both
Okay.
are the same. If that seems to be too weak, we can change it in the future. But for now, everyone who has an NPC in the room can also roll initiative.
Meanwhile, door gang.
You guys are going to learn so much about that door.
I hope it's the way we actually have to go because this is nonsense.
Whoops, I didn't switch.
Looks up from desk. Something just happened.
Oh, it did do the right character. Good.
One second. Just need to find grass and initiate with grass.
Touch grass, touch grass.
That sounds a little too personal.
Touch grass, touch grass. Quick.
I need to feel better about myself. Did this happen because of the grapes? Or was it going to happen anyway?
It'll always be bloody.
Because Jeffrey was
Give me an
looking
intelligence
nice.
roll, Spotlight.
What are you all there? 4? That's plus the plus boss chest.
One sec, I have to reload. This is one laggy scene for me.
Yeah, there's a couple tokens out at once.
And much like the grapes,
That's like the grapes.
we're going to be initiating this combat with something being bitten. And that something is Isla. So we
I
will.
knew it. I was like, do I need to run?
Should have ran.
I'm trying to double
Table
triple check
mimics.
something.
This is some
Just for my
bullshit.
own personal.
Do I have time to take out any of my weapons?
Richard, does this count as a surprise round for them?
This would be a surprise round, yes.
Bang!
Well done, dear Feral.
So you have to raid.
Yes.
I've got a rage, yeah.
So everyone else, I'm assuming based on your initiative, you still have to wait for them to do things. Then you would take a turn. Then it would
Probably.
reset back to the
Yeah,
start.
probably. I imagine that's how it's worded. So yeah, it'd be confusing. Pseudopod. 2036.
2036.
2036.
Hit the 36, motherfucker. That's like
All right.
perfectly even. Actually, just slightly above. Adhesive.
Could I get a either an athletics roll or an acrobatics roll from you?
Sorry, from who?
From you,
Okay.
Isla.
Acrobat. Athletics, or do I choose one, or?
Yes, whichever one's highest for you.
I suppose you could pick the lower.
You could pick the lower one, but I'd recommend that only if you have low intelligence. The mouth closes around your torso and bites into you.
Nice.
The world around you goes dark, and you are stuck, and you are inside this creature halfway. You kind of feel your legs lift off from the ground, and you take 36 damage.
Wow. Okay. What do I do with that?
So on your character sheet, there is a section for health. Luckily, you have pretty high constitution, so this isn't extremely bad yet.
Thank you for that.
Don't laugh, Aaron.
Don't lie, Aaron. You piece of shit.
This could be worse.
I mean, thankfully my character is not there, so whatever happens, happens.
Is this the temporary hit points? Is this that where I put in 36 or what?
You can just
so-
take it away from your total.
Yeah, so there's a section for max health, and there's a section for
Current hit
current
points,
health.
right? Okay.
Temporary hit points are a different thing you don't have to worry about for now.
Where
No
is
one
that?
really does that around here.
Where's
Yeah.
the health?
1 second, let me open your character sheet down.
It should be pretty dead center right below your armor class, initiative, and speed. It should say hit
Yeah.
point maximum.
Yes.
That should already be set, I assume, if you did everything correctly with Richard.
Okay.
And you just take away 36 from your hit point maximum, like you're playing
Okay.
like an RPG.
So if that's at 65, then I take away 36.
Yeah, there's a little bit of math involved, but it's not anything complicated.
Okay. I have this calculator.
fact.
Oh,
This might be a little advanced, but if you click on your token, you should be able to hit the little cogwheel thingy,
yeah.
and it'll bring up these colored bars, and you'll see there's some slots to put in numbers. You put the your current HP and your maximum HP in one of those bars, like the green one. Just type in the numbers, and then it'll show up on your character when you hover over it. You should have a little health bar that says the number. And then from then on, you can click on your character and click in the little juice box that matches the color. And then you can just type like minus 36, enter, and it'll just do the math for you.
Wow. Okay.
I
I've gotten this
hope I
far,
explained that well.
You did. You did well. Whether my brain understood that's separate. But let me just do one thing at a time. I gotta mind it.
Whatever.
The next one's on Drontos.
Oh, good.
I accidentally whispered that to myself, but that was a 22 for Drontos, dealing 19 damage. Could I get an athletics or an acrobatics from Drontos?
Acrobatics or athletics, yes?
Yep.
I would do athletics, surprisingly. That's John Toss. I'm not. That's annoying.
Right. You're successful.
And how much damage was that?
That was 19.
19. Cool.
The next one is on Purant. I don't know who's controlling Purant. It could be me.
I think you said it was me last session.
Alrighty.
But if you want to,
22.
if you
Could I
want to
get
do
an
it, then
acrobatics or an athletics?
from Pura? Okay.
Yep.
Acrobatics or athletics? I'll do athletics.
All right. You are grappled.
I'm gonna. What's the grappling?
Essentially, in the next turns, you can do an action to re-roll that to try to get away?
Yeah.
And the next one's Cracked Eggs. That's you, Gwyn. Does a 19 hit Cracked Egg?
Yes, it does.
All right. So the Cracked Egg takes 24 and becomes more cracked. And that last one's on Bobby Tinkakia. And it misses. You did it.
What was that? An 8? A 5. Okay. Okay. They have plus 8 to hit, but that's nothing worried about.
And then I believe it is Valhyr gets a turn to rage. Do you get to do other stuff as well?
Yeah.
I think I can do other
They
stuff. but I
just have to
rage.
bonus action rage.
Yeah.
The rest
Which-
of the turn's normal.
Which that was always part of the plan. As I will use my bonus action to rage, Valhyr will start glowing as a couple ancestral spirits come out to accompany him. And he will take 2 swipes at this thing with the ad axe. Jontas is not grappled, no? Correct?
No.
Yeah, because he's suited athletics. Julio. Keeping all my numbers intact. Back. First one, 28.
28 hits.
Second one.
21 hits.
I cannot backstrike, so bonus action raged. And I have to turn my rage modifier on. Should already be going. It is, I think. Hopefully. Let's find out. It is. Bop, bop.
All right. So that is 10,
16,
24,
26.
26 damage.
Damage you go to this thing. And I will just move slightly out of range. Does that trigger an AO from it? If I move out of the way?
That would trigger an attack of opportunity.
Okay, I'm not going to do that then. I'm just going to pivot up here and chill out. Oh, yeah. All right. That is my turn.
Aaron, your partner, the person you care about the most, was just bitten by your table that you were sitting at. What do you do?
I sneak on the table.
The table.
I sneak the table.
Flo will pull out their. Do they favor their rapier or their dagger?
One of them does more damage. I didn't say
I
that.
know,
The one
but
that
what are
doesn't
they? What? Okay.
They
I'll-
do like their rapier. That's what they threatened Spotlight with.
Got it. I'll pull out my rapier, and I will stab the table? Question mark.
Go for it.
I think it's I stabbed in the mouth. I don't know.
Oh god.
Stabbed in the varnish.
I stabbed the wrong spot.
El problema.
Oh. Do you have advantage?
What tier is this thing?
The same one as you. All right.
You should have advantage because you have sneak, no? Because you're cracked egg.
No,
next
I'm
to it.
doing that because I have an ally within 5 feet,
Okay.
not because of the advantage.
You have multiple attacks?
Usually rogues don't. I'm double checking right now.
Token setting. What's that?
When I just saw the
Ah.
posted.
Okay. I normally don't do this, but can I retroactively do this? It feels like what I would have done.
I see.
Because I didn't move, and I just stabbed.
All right. I'll allow it.
I normally don't do that, but since this isn't my character,
Roll damage.
stab.
Yeah, go for it. We'll,
I'm gonna get it done.
Beat his ass. I don't mind.
all right. Next is Drontos.
Drontos is going to wind back from being bitten by this flock and is going to. Is this a? But I played Crawler, so I know what the subclass does, but this is organized differently to how I had it organized. No offense, Richard.
Feel free to organize it however you want.
I have all my runes, yes, because some of these are
Yeah.
silly. He will. Oh no. Oh, I still do. Right, whatever, it's fine for now. I'll just hit him twice with my scimitar. Boink. Boink. Ooh, 26 and
First
13.
one hits.
Scimitar. 10 points of slashing. John is also going to pivot around this thing. Oh god, wrong card. I think that's all I can do for right now. Oh, bonus action, second wind actually. Get some health points back. And that will be Jontoff. How much is that? D10 plus your 5. Cool, yeah.
Pierrot is going to be
7 plus 9. Cool.
good. Bitten. And a 15 does not hit the Pierrot. Spotlight, you are next to your new friend who is currently getting eaten.
I would like to try and stop that from happening by attacking it.
All right.
I'm telling it to let go.
Pull out your hatchet.
My NX.
26 hits. Roll damage. And does that include your sneak?
That's up to you. Yes. Yes, the one on the right is the sneak, I think. Wait.
Your sneak should be D6s. I think the D10 is something else.
What is it?
1 second. Let me look at your character sheet. Let's see what's going on here.
Let's investigate.
Let's pull open the hood of this Spotlight. What make it weird, Aaron? Where'd you get do you have the right character sheet open? I think
What was I using? Cracked eggs?
You're cracking some eggs right now.
Good.
Oh, I need hand X.
There we go. Now roll damage. And roll damage again with sneak attack.
Holy shit.
By golly.
I don't even. How's it looking? Because I'll do more if it's not dead.
3 6s. God fuck.
So it had its mouth closed around your new friend here, and as you kind of hit it on its upper jaw looking area, it kind of roars out and gargles around Alia, giving them an attempt to escape, but it does look pretty healthy, just injured by you.
And then I'm going to use.
All right. 21 hits. Dealing another 10 damage. And me do a D100 to help you out here.
Excuse me?
I'm saying you need help. Given the force of that, you successfully eject Alia from the mouth of this thing.
Yay.
Alia is no
Hooray.
longer grappled.
Yay! Thank you.
Small improvement.
It is now angry and is going to attack Spotlight.
That's fair.
Well, hold on.
Fair and valid.
24.
Spotlight, this thing's drooling mouth opens wide and it closes in on you.
Uno reverse card, real
I'd
quick.
like to use Uncanny Dodge.
Oh, no, well, you wrote something. You got so much stuff. This is great. I love this.
So let's see, that's 35, 44, have to 22 damage. Could I get an athletics or acrobatics roll?
Wait, I also have this. Can I only use one?
That's for
That's AOE.
Oh, you're right.
That is for saving throws. Good
Okay.
try though.
Wait, how much?
You take a total of 22 that's halved already, so 22.
That's halved. God damn.
It's the boss monster,
Lucky us.
and you are in its mouth.
What? Take 22?
Yeah, and then acrobatics or athletics when you're ready.
Oh,
Nice.
You successfully avoid being in its mouth. Good job.
In his mouth.
Darn, no multi-hit. It's going to be on Bobby. It hits Bobby, dealing 26 damage.
Tits, but
Don't say tits, Bobby. Not in my hands.
Can I just ask, am I anywhere on the attack thing, or am I just not actually?
Oh no. It looks like you're not on it. Okay. On your character sheet, there's a button that says initiative. When you have your token clicked, can you click that button?
So click your token first, and then open up your character sheet and hit the initiative button.
Initiative, like the
I think it says in it.
It
Above your hit
up the
point
top.
maximum.
Yeah. Should be near the top.
Yep. In the top in the middle, between armor class and speed. All right.
press
You
button.
rolled a 19, so I'll have you go
Nice.
next. Bobby takes 26.
My 0 is that 18 hit?
It does.
Jontos is going to use Runic Shield. He's within 60 feet of Bobby and he can see him, and he will force the Mimic to make a new attack roll on him. And we'll use Jontos's reaction for that. Yeah, let's go! Big!
All righty. All right, nothing bad happens to the mimic. Isla, it's
97, man.
your turn. So you have 3 things that happen in a turn. You have your movement. So you'll be able to move 6 squares. Then you have your action and your bonus action.
Okay.
So the bonus action is so all your spells that you have are they'll have it labeled what it is, action or bonus action, and then I think your wild shape is currently an action.
Okay. So, and then the movement happens before or after?
Movement can be interspersed anywhere throughout your turn. You have a total of 6 squares naturally.
Each square represents 5 feet. So, how many squares you want to move? How many 5 feet?
Which includes diagonals.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay then. I would like to take a few steps back, but that attack with something.
So the when you move out of the range of a creature that's aggressive to you, it will get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
Which means, yeah, you will tank 1 hit from it if you decide to get out of its range.
Okay. Fine. We can stay close and personal.
It's not always a bad thing though, because it does use its reaction, so you can no longer use that reaction for something else. As an aside.
Right.
But if you were going to take anything, I would recommend you do it as an animal.
Yeah, I was gonna say when can I turn into an animal?
This would be the time you can turn into an animal.
May I please turn into an animal?
Yeah, go ahead.
Was this part of the 4 that I was choosing yesterday?
You can choose any from that list that I provided you, I believe. Except for the elemental, that's one of your other spells.
Right. So not part of the 4?
You can choose any of the 4. Yeah.
Oh, I know. There was I did wasn't on the list. I wrote it on a piece of paper. Very handy. A dire wolf. That'd be helpful. Could turn into a dire
You'll turn
wolf.
into a dire wolf. Alrighty. I'm just going to move your player token down here. Direwolf is good when you're next to friends. And then you just drag the direwolf token down to next to the mimic boss where you were.
Right. This part.
By the name and not by the token. My bad. I phrased that wrong.
Oh, I found it. This one, and then where did you want it placed?
Just where your character was, so right next to Spotlight here.
Okay. There it is. Oops.
Oh, there we go. I
Okay.
accidentally selected it. My mouse cursor just happened to be there. All right, so if you open up the direwolf character sheet, you're going to be able to do everything that the direwolf can do. Right now, you have a bite as an action, so you'd be able to do that next turn. But the good thing about the direwolf is you have 37 hit points, and you have an ability called Pack Tactics. So when you do start attacking things, you'll have advantage.
Okay. And that's all I can do this turn. All right.
You could still move away if you really wanted to, but if you wanted to stay and support Spotlight through this trying time.
Yes, please. So that's it. That's it. I'll remember.
Alrighty. Who's looking the most injured? Bobby is going to heal himself, I think.
Quick thing, Richard. Can you add 3 damage to the this mimic that I was fighting before?
Yes.
Danke. I did a miscalculation with the Damage on the Drontos' scimitar.
Heal it by 3.
Add +3. So +3 damage.
All right. Restore it back to full. Got it.
No.
You're up.
Seems good.
Blue.
Blue is up.
I'm up.
Your turn. As Purell. What do you do?
Okay. So if I take my action to re-roll the athletics roll and to not be grappled, do I still have a bonus action, or does that take up?
That would take up your action.
So I could have a bonus action.
You could have a bonus action, yeah.
I could have, yeah. Okay. I'll re-roll athletics if that's okay.
Presuming you have a
You should have a higher acrobatics.
But I don't have proficiency in acrobatics.
How would you know, Rich?
So it's
Okay.
a rogue. Let me check.
25.
I don't have proficiency with acrobatics, just athletics, but acrobatics is higher.
Yeah, it's a
Which
+7
doesn't
instead
really-
of a +2.
Makes sense. I'll roll acrobatics then.
As a 2. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. I'm still grappled?
Let me see if I've got anything that I can help you with.
I'm not able to use anything like what's it called? Uncanny dodge if I'm grappled, correct? It doesn't say that uncanny dodge is a action, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
you can use uncanny dodge to.
Okay.
It's uncanny.
And
Also, I
evasion.
just want to point out you can totally attack while grappled.
Yeah,
Oh,
You can
I
attack
can?
while grappled.
and beat his ass.
it's
That's
not.
why when you were being eaten as Win, you were allowed to do actions and attack the creature that was eating you.
Yeah. I
Being eaten is a common occurrence in D&D.
all right. I with
Sure.
one hand
In this campaign, it is.
will slice with my rapier and then psionic blades. I can manifest the psychic blade from my free hand and make that with that blade.
Ready?
1d6. Okay. Roll 1d6. And what modifier do I use as her?
I think you make an attack action with the psychic blade.
I don't
Uh-huh.
have that on spells or core.
1 second. So just we'll use the dagger for that.
Okay.
So you make a dagger attack. We check if that hits. Those both hit, so roll damage.
That
Your
was
up
my-
doesn't have advantage here, so it won't be sneak. But that is 22.
And do I get psychic? You can make a after you attack with the blade, you can make a melee or ranged weapon attack with a second psychic blade as a bonus action on the same turn.
So you can shank it again.
I'll do that, please, if I can.
And that one does not hit.
And the blades disappear, except for the rapier, of course.
Good.
It still looks pretty healthy, right?
Looks pretty healthy. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Cracked egg. You're up. Quinn's making decisions.
Sorry.
You're doing fine. All right. Could you show that spell description for me?
Beam it from the moon.
Yeah. Con saving throw from the mimic, or charisma saving.
Constitution save?
All right. Let me double check your spell attack because I'm pretty sure your save shouldn't be 12. It is actually 17.
But it still doesn't hit, right?
Sadly, it outsaves. So I think
Does it still stay up?
it takes half as much, and the moonbeam is still there.
Right.
So it did 20, so that takes 10 health away. And it's a concentration spell.
Has what's her name been hurt at all?
Nope, only you.
Does that only count for like melee attacks?
Yeah, so if you use a spell, you wouldn't get an extra attack.
Assisting.
Those are just the spells that you were given in the spell sheet. Let me just, yeah, so you have all those spells there. If you have any bonus action spells, you could cast. Oh, you can't cast this currently, but you can in the future.
No, Baldur's Gate. Womp, 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 womp. Oh, he's got the same thing I do.
And
Wait, this is 2d6. I'm getting scammed.
Skamaz.
He's a tier 3 creature.
God,
He's a tier above you.
Damn it.
Just think of Cracked Egg as just Val, but better in every way, and also a bird.
And also a bird. It's got them hollow bones.
Highest strength in the party, though. I'm gonna do a saving throw. Your pillar hits it. Could I get 2d6 plus strength? All right, that hits. Your creature seems to be the weakest of all of them right now.
Ooh.
Grass is up.
Creature.
Grass.
Grass is up.
Stab it. Stab the table.
I had it.
Grass is morally against doing damage to anything.
It's a table. This
Yeah, it's
doesn't
not a
count as a
thing.
thing.
Exactly. It's not a thing.
Tables are things. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Incorrect.
And it's going to heal Purant.
I've killed tables and gotten away with it.
Wait a minute, what?
And that heal is 4. Oh,
How much
and
damage have I
plus
taken?
six. It heals for 7. 1 second, let me see. So at the beginning of the fight, it would have been the 3rd one. You took 22. So you can heal up 6 of that 22. 16. Yeah, 16 for maximum.
Nice.
So it's going to attack Drontos.
Drontos. Man.
Does whatever I roll hit the Drontos? No,
11?
it doesn't. 11? What an
Does not
unlucky
hit
creature.
Snarl.
What an unlucky creature.
Jeffrey. I believe that's Matt. You're up.
I'm paying attention.
Matt's paying attention.
All right, which one look closest to death?
This one.
Top right.
It's moonbeamed.
Top right. I guess Jeff's gonna jump up on the table here. Because that's definitely not a bad idea when the tables are mimics.
All right, give me an acrobatics
There's
roll.
a sixth one.
I don't think it's ever been a problem before.
It just sounds like another meal already.
Jeff does a cool somersault backflip onto the table.
Just Hawkeye your way onto that table.
And let's see. He's got the favored foe nonsense going on, I guess. Which does have.
Good. Good.
Good.
I just saw monstrosity in the list, and I'm not seeing it again.
It's probably that. I believe you.
Here you go.
It seems like something I'd pick for Jeffrey.
All right, so I'm gonna fire, I guess, 2 arrows at that dude.
Go for it. Take your best shot.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Matt just always crits.
That's the
They-
best shot.
Both hit. Roll
Just try
damage.
not to crit challenge brackets impossible. Natural. Okay, no. Jeebus.
The same as the damage type of the favored foe bonus damage.
Right, piercing. Got it. 21, 24. This kills the mimic.
One down.
Sick.
One down. Well done, Jeffrey.
Jeff does a celebratory somersault backflip.
As is tradition.
All right, give me an acrobatics roll.
As
No, I'm
is
kidding.
taught. Traditionally taught.
Face first on the ground.
Jesus.
Neck broken.
Neck broken.
Oh, he's out of the fight. Valhir, you're up.
I'm gonna slap this thing. And I will Bushki. And number 2. I will. Oh, that's a 12. That's pretty bad. Don't know if this will help much. I'll hold off on that for now. And hit it with the backpack as well.
Hit it with the meow.
First and
meow,
last hit.
meow.
Bonk number 1, bonk number 2.
It's 32 damage. Anything else for your turn?
Let me just quickly. For science, I will pump a d4 into that second hit. That will ancestrally guide it. And we'll see if I can fish some AC. 15?
15 15 hits.
Oh, okay. Not too high then, so that second one will hit. Point for another 15 points of damage. Its AC is around 15. I think it is 15.
Somewhere around 15. All right. We'll take a 5-minute break. Get your drinks. Use the restroom. Prepare yourselves for this mimic boss eating someone.
Not ominous at all.
Yeah.
Is Jeffrey food now?
Is Jeffrey food?
Mm.
Let me check. He's a. Sorry. I was about to make a vegetable joke. He's among the vegetables now. No, that was a joke request for the acrobatics. I did say just kidding before he's rolled.
Yeah. Writing a song about it now.
He was already a vegetable. I'm just making him mashed potatoes.
Which brings us to Drontus.
Oh, it hit things harder.
Big dragon men. Doing big manly dragon men things.
Where is this ability that I am trying to find? I'll leave that for now. And I will double tap twice with the scimitar. Oh, pardon. Subway sandwich. That's one, and that is two. Yikes.
First one hits.
Such is life. Oh, pow! 11 points of slashing damage to this thing.
That kills the mimic.
Second one is
2 down.
Jontis is going to come. Oh, what the? Jontis is going to come down here. Help out with the boss one.
It died after the first hit, so you still have a second attack.
Oh, sick. Thank you, Richard.
Happy
It's still a 13.
13 doesn't.
I already rolled it. It's still a 13.
I think that brings us to Flow of the River. Which I believe is Aaron's.
Correct. The thing is dead.
The one next to you, yeah.
Flo's gonna check in with Cracked Egg before moving on to other targets.
Cracked Egg?
Something in Richard's voice. Are you okay?
They don't sound like me.
They sound like Richard.
They sound like Richard, oddly enough.
I don't know why, but all the NPCs sound like Richard.
He looks pretty injured, but stoic, manly bird man. I really should get these people new tokens.
New tokens? You don't like Flo's token?
They've done so much growing up over the last 2 months or so.
Doesn't reflect their new character growth. Alright, in that case, Flo's going to turn their attention to, I suppose, the one... If someone's grappled, does it count for sneak attack? I feel like in the spirit, no, but rules is written, yes?
If you're next to me, yes.
But that... come on.
Well, they're preoccupied on swallowing the thing that they're swallowing, so they probably wouldn't notice you.
Sure, you know
Kira
what, that's...
does not look healthy, by the way. I just want to
That's
mention
fair.
that.
I don't know about you. Have you ever been kicked in the throat while you're trying to chew something? It's pretty annoying. Critical damage, you could say.
Alright, I'm gonna move over, so I can't do my thingamadoohicker, but I'll activate the power of...
Law of mind.
Stuff.
Law of mind. Hold on.
And I will sneak stab the table. Does a
that's a 31.
31 hit?
31 hits.
Explosion. I don't know. What's their theme?
Terrible explosion puns when they stab something. That's probably not it, Chief.
Hold on, let me read the character real quick. Let's see. Family, other people, family, other people. Okay. Explosion. Boom. Is there anything I can do with my bonus actions? I know I'm like and it's not quite right. Can I use my cunning action to use my bonus action to try to fuck with the tables to give advantage on the grapple?
Yeah, I'll say you can position your rapier in a way to make it easier for Puron to get out on their turn.
This is just lock picking, but on a bigger scale.
It's just lockpicking a mouth.
And there's the third pin.
Isn't that what dentists do pretty much?
Lockpick?
If you think about it.
Speaking of, it's gonna bite Puron.
God damn it.
God damn it.
That hits.
Healing. 32, and you can half that if you want to give up your reaction.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
On
have
top
that,
of
please.
that, just
That is
mitigate
16
it
damage.
even more.
That's-
Now, we'll Spirit Shield as well, using his reaction, and you can remove 2d6 from that as well.
Roll 2d6.
I like to think you're just throwing your mom.
The spectral form of Elora will appear behind you and put up a magical barrier that will negate part of that damage.
So 1 second.
2 2s.
That's
A 3 and a 1.
1 T. That's 32. 32 minus 4.
Wait, did I roll it correctly? Hold on.
Did you? I can't even
I
see
think
the
I
roll.
did. No, I had rolling 1d6 and /roll 2d6.
All right. So you take 11 damage instead.
I like to think the 10 goes before the half.
It did go before the half.
Yay!
Which brings us to Spotlight.
Actually, maybe that's worse. Got the math in my head. That is worse. Yeah, damn it.
21 hits. Roll damage. Blue. 66113. That's what blue means.
Jesus.
You deal
That's like
29 damage to it.
perfectly in the middle, I guess.
We don't get blue too often. That means crit, success, and fail.
Another 0.25% thing.
Yeah. Sure, right.
Isla, I believe you're up as the direwolf.
Oh, you just on those rolls though. Never mind.
So, the direwolf has the bite attack, right?
Yes, it has the bite attack, and that will be advantaged.
Dicks.
Okay. Then the direwolf attacks that ugly-looking thing in front of it.
So if you click the bite button, then it'll do a roll for you.
Right. Sorry. There you go.
No worries. 17.
Against the big one.
17 is its armor class. That hits.
Ooh.
Roll damage by clicking the bite button in the chat.
Yeah.
Sorry, I click on the bite button in the chat.
Yep. So in the where it has the chat, there you go.
Nice.
Okay.
And now it has to roll a strength saving throw.
This thing has no arms. Damn it.
It somehow almost failed.
Sorry, let me know if I have to press the button. I'm sorry.
I think that's it for your turn.
Okay. So what happened? What did it do?
You bite the mimic on its legs, and you try to like sweep its body out from under it, but it barely keeps its balance, and you start ripping and tearing into the chest's kind of flesh there, and you deal 13 damage to it.
Nice.
Let me check your character sheet just to make sure. Alrighty. Bobby Tinkergear is going to feel threatened. He's going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the mimic.
Oh, the table. Oh.
On the table mimic.
What is it? Oh, God.
And it fails, assuming its intelligence is a certain value.
Sure.
Its intelligence is 5.
Ooh.
The mimic starts laughing and is incapacitated.
Also, Puran.
We'll give
Just
him the
smart
back
enough to
pain
find it
emote.
funny.
Yeah, the
Just smart enough to find it funny.
Wait, did it 0.25 us too? What the? What's
Oh, yeah,
happening?
yeah.
today?
Christmas. Merry Christmas,
What is
everyone.
going on?
That is the same percentage, actually, so yeah.
It's cursed.
I think that would be doubled because you can get it on either side.
Well, getting it on both sides, though.
That'd be 2 out of 400. What's on the turn order? What's next? Oh, I moved turn order and I couldn't see it. The laughing one is next. Okay.
He's laughing. Whiz save. Oh, shit.
And it fails. All right. It's just laughing. It's terrifying, but it's laughing. You're up. You are inside of its mouth.
I'm going to attempt to get out of it again.
All right. That will use your action if you attempt to get out.
Yeah.
All right. You attempt to get out of it. The attempt fails. You can attack with an offhand dagger if you want.
I'll do that.
All right, roll damage, and then this won't have the benefit of your dex added to it.
Can I use a bonus action? I can't, right?
This would be the bonus action.
Okay.
All right. There's a grass that's next.
The grass.
Who is... Did I accidentally skip the mimic? I think I did. Let me roll a d3 to see who it eats. It's gonna have some wolf tonight, it looks like. It bites the wolf. That's a
Wow.
24.
Never mind.
It bites.
Oh no.
The meal is insubstantial.
Really insubstantial.
Punish the raven.
The wolf turns back into a person.
How much bleed over damage?
That's 28 plus 16. That's 44 minus 30. That's 14
Okay,
minus.
terrible.
So you only take 7 damage in your human form. Almost All of that was absorbed by the wolf.
Yikes.
Oh, wow.
I think you're at 22 now. And
can't
Grass
believe
is
that.
going to heal you. Because Grass is a good man. Grass heals you for 8. So you can
Aw.
increase your health up to 30.
Thank you for the heal.
He's a little kobold man. And he does the best he can.
Well,
Cracked Egg moves the moonbeam and then hits it. That seems like a bad roll. All right.
Oof. Wow.
Oh, I should be using the battle axe. That's okay. And then that's going to be a smite.
Boink. Did you move the moonbeam, Richard?
I did. That's the yellow outline.
Yes, that is an action.
I believe it's a bonus action if I read it correctly.
It is an action.
One second. Oh, you're right. Dang.
It's so like because the spell itself is an action, so you're pretty much essentially casting it again without using a spell slot.
Ah, geez.
Make it balance slightly, because if it was a bonus action, you could technically just have a free action every single turn for casting Moonbeam.
All right, let me heal it up for that damage it took.
That is the logistics behind it.
All right. I don't have any spells, and I'm not going to use a soul thing right now, so I'll call it there. This mimic is dead. Jeffrey, you're
Jeffrey.
All right. I guess favored foe and all that on the yellow one.
go for it.
Character sheet's loading. There it goes.
Uh, 15 hits. Roll damage on both.
Boink. Boink. Ooh.
18, 24. It is still up. Anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Brings us back to Val here. And then
Val's going to
Drontos.
go over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll take some attacks against the big wound. with the range of his glaive.
All right, go for it.
13. I'm going to probably do
13
something to
misses.
that. 22, and the back strike. Ooh, natural 1. All right. Let's hope for a d4 on that first one, as I will ancestrally guide it. I am sad. Anyway.
Second one hits. Roll damage.
Wabishki. 15.
It is still alive.
Mhm.
Drontos.
Oh, also me. I will bonk it twice. With the lay scimitar. 6 and 23.
They both hit.
For the first time in forever. 21.
21 damage. All right. It is still alive. Anything else for your turn?
That is it. I will just quickly post this so we're all aware of it.
Flow of the river. You're up. That's Aaron.
Just seeing if there's anything else I should be worried about. I think we're going to steady aim. And then stab.
Oof.
Nice. Get
Oof.
steadied.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
So steady.
Great.
The steadiest of aim.
25.
In
I've really rolled
Sonato.
recently. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Oh, there you go. There's a little damage on top. Just sprinkle that.
Yeah, you just stab it all the way through, you carve, and you just feel it go limp. You're out, you are freed.
Can they do a dope pose to like show off to Cracked Egg?
Give me a performance roll.
Oh,
Wasted all the luck on
6
that.
out of 10.
Where
That is less
Yeah,
than
you
it.
should have had 2 crits in a row, not 2 crits on the same
Of all
roll.
crits on the same thing.
That's
Damn
an
it, Aaron.
average performance.
6 out of 10. Raises a bit sign.
I feel like I should get advantage because of the crit slay.
Flips on the blood slightly, trying to do a pose.
It was so perfect that it seemed like a fluke. Less impressive.
Fuck off.
5 out of 10.
Bastard.
Soul ability hits.
Bomb it.
5 damage. Alrighty. Oh yeah, you're up.
Okay.
You got this. I believe in you.
I have other powers. My attack skills outside of turning into an animal, right?
Yes. So you have a bunch of spells.
I have stuff with lightning that has thunder. Gotta open the thing. Thunderwave.
It depends
useful
on the level of spell you want to use. So 1 second, let me open up your sheet. So on your spells tab here, you have a bunch of different things that you can do. The higher level spells you have less casts of. So the level 4 ones are if you think you're going against a serious enemy that needs to be defeated right now. And then the lower level ones are ones that you could just use at any old time.
How did you even get to this part? I was on this tab before. I didn't see this.
So there's the core, bio, and spells at the top. Yes, click between those.
Right, I see. Very obvious. I don't know why I didn't see it before.
No worries, you're still learning, and everything that's obvious still has to be learned.
Okay. The thunder wave is not a good one.
Let me read it real quick. Yeah, you could give that a shot.
Okay, and I just press on it to use it, right?
Yep, so there's a button. Oh yeah, that's one where I have to act on it. You check what your spell save is. It's 3 plus 7, so that's 20. Very solid. It succeeds.
You sound a little
So
bit
it takes
surprised.
half the damage. So
We're bonking it.
let's see. Okay. Let me check if there's anything else that you can do for your turn. Alia Miravelure? Miravelure? You could do an offhand attack with your hand axe if you wanted.
Okay.
All right, so you just click the name hand axe there in the middle of your sheet. That hits, roll damage.
Sorry, how do I do that?
There's a purple hand axe in the chat. You just click that name there.
It's okay. I click on hand.
There we go. All right. Now it's its turn.
Yeah.
It is its turn. Is that better?
It's turn.
It happens to be the Mimic boss's turn.
Nice.
Does it look hungry?
It's going to try to finish the job it started, I think.
Yeah.
It will have disadvantage, and Ali will take half damage from it.
Well, I hope I roll big then.
That is a 14.
You're lucky. It's disadvantaged. Or else you would have been if it wasn't a tier higher than you.
You see the spectral form of a dragonborn woman appear behind you and throw up a magical barrier in front.
And it will crunch through that magical barrier and do, luckily, not over 100 damage.
But it is disadvantage, Richard.
Yeah, it has advantage for being a
it
tier
has
up.
advantage again. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yep, it's they canceled each other out. Luckily, you get a bigger reward for this thing, at least.
What are you telling me? The tables weren't the primary threat?
The table, the chest, of course.
Just wait until you see the chairs.
Dude, if all like 16 of those
little
fuckers-
little
Dude,
chair
hell
mimics. that'd be amazing.
Jesus.
Bobby's going to use his reaction to make sure you heal, and he's going to heal you for 1d8. So you are down to 6 health.
Ooh.
That's me, right?
Yep. You do have a soul ability if you would rather make it attack something else, but that's something you only get once a day.
I'm able to heal myself next time, right?
Yep.
I do that.
Alrighty. Bobby is gonna just appraise the situation, and he's going to attack the boss monster. With Cloud of Daggers. Dealing 7 damage.
Cloud.
What does Cloud do?
You're up. You're up.
Looking over the situation, how healthy does the big mimic over there look?
Looks very messed up.
All right. Purot will take a step back, and she'll kind of fall onto her butt, and she will rest.
Alrighty. Grass will run up and will cast Life Transference. Oh, wait. Does that not do what I thought it did?
A creature of your choice that you see within range, you sacrifice some of your health to mend another creature. You take the damage, which can't be reduced in any way. Creature of your choice within range gains a number equal to twice the damage. Okay, so Grass
All
takes
right.
24, and you can heal for 48.
Yep. Your health
pretty
is now at 56 or 54. You are
Who's healthy?
well and truly healthy.
Okay.
That is Alia.
Sorry, that was me? Me, healthy and no longer sick?
Yep. So you are now at 54 health.
Wow. Thank you for the heal.
That's Grass. Little green kobold with a hammer. Adorable.
And handy.
That's a moonbeam.
Stack all the effects on this thing.
I will kill it. I'm gonna kill something with moonbeam. Hey.
Oh.
Okay.
And it's dead.
Moonbeams.
Well,
all right.
DM said die to Moonbeam. Die to Moonbeam in chat.
Yeah, one more.
Moonbeam was not effective against the other two, but against the boss one, All right, Jeffrey, you're up. The only one left is the one that's laughing.
Well, guess I gotta shoot it twice with all the good stuff.
Both hit. Roll damage. 32. Now it's just about who gets the last hit on this creature. Big close out of turn order again. No, I didn't. Drontos and Val here.
Now I'm just gonna meander over this thing and slap it as many times as necessary to murder it.
Alright.
17, 25,
That hits.
26.
That hits. That hits. Full damage on all.
Bink, bonk, bonk.
6, 20, 28, 39.
39.
All right, it is still alive.
How would
Drontos.
movement speed? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. He can't exactly get into range for melee attacks, but he can breath weapon it.
Alrighty.
I think it's in here. Okay, I'll do it manually because it's not a button. But his breath weapon is 3d6 currently, which I will do from here. Bring bada boom. 14.
Alrighty.
Points of cold damage.
It is not currently laughing, but it is prone. Flow of the river, you're up. And that's Aaron.
You say that every time.
Aaron of the river.
Flowing.
Flow of the Aaron?
In the river. Sorry, you said it wasn't laughing?
It's not laughing, but it is prone.
It is a prayer. A bit of advantage here and there. Cheeky.
I believe that gets advantage in 5 feet.
It's advantage if you're doing a melee attack, period.
Oh,
Advantage of
no.
melee.
Flo's going to quickly assess the situation, understand the scenario, and then run over.
Beeline. Rogues have craving move speed.
And then rapier.
You got this.
Damn.
Boink.
Aw. 28. Aw.
Red sneak. It's still 17 points of damage though.
Bink. Quick stab.
How do you stab it?
I suppose there's not a lot of options. It's laughing,
Like poke
right?
it once.
I'll stab it.
It is no longer laughing.
Oh, I have to ruin all the fun, Richard.
I'll stab it in its eyes. Wait.
It's Bobby's fault. He started using Cloud of Daggers. It's a concentration spell.
All right, same cool way I killed the other one then.
Poke it in the shin.
You stab it through its mouth and pull out until it is dead. That is all enemies dead. Things go quiet in the room. and a mummified corpse falls out of the mimic boss's mouth.
Ugh.
Ew.
It's Undertable.
They're alive.
Did anyone figure out the riddle yet?
There was a
We fed it beans and like didn't like it. I don't know.
well. Now we have a dead body. It's got to be useful for something.
Something about limbs. Making
Is my
sure.
character intelligent this time? Nope. All right, somebody else figure it out.
Okay, I was asking players.
Oh,
You feed
well,
it the
I
beans
wasn't paying
and like
attention.
it dies or something.
No, I didn't.
I'll give you one final chance before we move on. 3 futures
Something
await
to do
you:
with
one sweet,
Hitaris.
one deceptive, one painful. All futures are bloody. Leave now with all limbs intact, and consider yourself lucky.
I'm gonna need to see that written down.
Something to do with Atari, maybe.
Something to do with luck.
Any final guesses at what the correct answer was?
I mean, there
Uh,
are three ways leading into this chamber. Are we supposed to do something specific for this?
It's a good idea. You had to feed it something sweet and something bloody.
I
The
think
oranges on the
grapes,
table are blood oranges.
yeah.
Oh,
What's deceptive about
If you
this?
fed it the other type of grapes, those are fey grapes, and
Hmm.
you would have had a different outcome as well.
oh,
What's deceptive about the oranges?
The deceptive one is the other type of grapes.
Uh,
When I asked
Because they are corrupted.
Chat GPT to answer the riddle, it said the answer's a bear trap with no further explanation.
I've seen this before.
So
Bear trap.
yeah, that makes sense. Just in case the bear showed up.
Bear trap.
At the very least, you guys didn't put your hand in it, which would have not been good.
I can regrow it. It's fine.
that was kind of the obvious thing of not what to do.
All right, we're reaching the end of the session. How do you guys react to the end of that fight in character?
I'm not supposed to roleplay Jeffrey.
I want to be different. Aw.
We'll go back to you.
Oh
Good
boy,
idea.
it sure has been a great 24 seconds.
Is that
Was that
how
how
long
many?
it's
Was that only 4 rounds? Really?
Who's this person? Why are they covered in blood?
What? Does Flow the River and Cracked Egg have pet names?
Oh, they must.
Must.
But let's avoid making it racial.
You don't think it should
Now you tell me.
have anything to do with cat and bird? Who's got
It's
cracked
actually
egg?
kind of
Gwen?
hot.
Gwen?
Gwen's fallen asleep.
What?
I
But
can't role play with
it's
this.
normal time for them. It's not like 2 a.m.
I think Gwen's hungry. They get sleepy when they're hungry.
But they're always hungry.
Do we need to heal or anything after this battle?
I think Pierrot's probably the most injured right now. Cracked Egg is also pretty messed up, I think.
Have the healing berry things I can make.
Good berries.
Hmm. Would that
If
help
you
us?
cast that, you can heal 10 HP. Then give them to other people to heal 1 HP each.
The good berry, right?
Yep.
I just press on the good berry. What?
Yeah, that one's essentially just assigning 10 HP anywhere you want to put it.
I pressed the button.
All right. And where are these berries going?
Golden Natum. I can't really see anyone else's sage.
Jeff takes all 10.
Jeff takes all 10. So I'll put the ones that are injured next to each other. Is Drontos injured?
2 HP.
Okay, so he's fine. Spotlight. So if you want to ingratiate yourself to the most amount of people, I'd say giving 3 to each of the 3 people I lined up over there in the middle of the.
Okay. How do I have to do something?
Nope.
Okay,
You just
okay.
walk up and say, "I'm giving these people berries."
All right. Use me while I do this whole. There you go. Hello there. Please take these berries and feel better.
Spotlight takes them and trusts you and eats them. Heals for 3 health.
Okay, look, can you please take these berries? Look, no one, they're trustworthy.
Pierrot poisons people as their specialty. But they trust you.
Okay.
And they will take it.
And one more. Here you go.
Cracked
Please have
egg.
some berries. Correct.
We'll also have. Wonderful. Okay, they all trust you. We've done it.
Do I have one berry left over for me, or that's all of them?
You have 1 more for you, so you can put yourself to 57.
All right.
Cracked egg will lay on hands Pierrot as well. He is able to do. He'll heal you Pierrot for 30 health. Beautiful. All right. All right, and I think we might call it there. That's 4 hours. We managed to get through the cafeteria. That's going to be a lot of experience for fighting those mimics.
Oh, good. Wait a minute.
Might be able to catch back up.
So the way leveling up works is you fight things, and depending on the outcome of the fight, you get a certain amount of experience. And I'll post the experience in Discord eventually.
And then we have to do something to the character sheet, or it all gets updated.
If you level up, I can run you through the level up process.
Right.
Similar to when we went from level 1 to level 8 earlier.
Okay.
Alrighty. All right, first fight of the dungeon. Meanwhile, on the other side of the room, have you guys decided to do anything with those shields?
Look at it.
Can Jem investigate them?
I
Yeah, give me an
suppose we're having an
investigation.
extended study session. I
Um,
will throw out guidances, and I will throw out guidances.
It's a 24-second look at it.
+4.
Plus 1d4.
Sick.
It is certainly magical. It seems like something that was created by a paladin.
I study the magical aspects of it.
Yeah, give me an Arcana roll with a d4. Same piece of information. It is a paladin created shield. You get the feeling that this isn't the only one.
No insights as to its purpose.
You believe its purpose is to block off movement between this passage.
I just want to mention, in this time, Jem notices that she's standing next to the ghoul and will shuffle 5 feet away.
Alrighty. And so we will investigate the mystery of the mummified corpse that fell out of the mimic boss, and more shield shenanigans next time.
Field shenanigans.
Shield shenanigans.
There's also a sauna. And so I will see you guys for more D&D next week.
See you then.
Good session, everyone. Nobody died. That's surprising. Pirate came close.
I was pretty sure I
We
was
did
going to
split the
die.
party.
Yes. My definitely saved your life. That was almost enough damage to straight up kill you.
I don't doubt that, but it's not like I could really do anything else.
I'm unable to join in next week.
Alright. You have is it? Did you say birthday season?
Birthday seasons next week.
Birthday
That's a lot of
season.
presents.
That'd be
That's
so
what season
convenient.
9 months ago was.
Sorry.
Nothing. If this is birthday season, then 9 months ago would have been parents having sex season.
I see. No, I see what you mean. There's a lot of siblings, and a lot of siblings have birthdays. Yeah, close around the same time. So weekends are busy. Thank you for enlightening on how often the parents have sex. Yeah.
Let's see, late August, early September, first day back at school.
Oh, I'm a simple man. I see a pattern.
Good pattern. Thank you for pointing it out. Now that I go to the birthday next week, I'll be sure to share it with everyone. Guess what? We just figured out.
Fun fact.
Fun family fact to share with everyone. Yeah, but I could join in the following week.
All right, sounds good.
Sorry for missing it.
Hopefully, nothing interesting happens.
Oh, I mean, other than seeing what the corpse is about, I think that's.
I might have to ask and guess at how your character might act if they have to interact with anyone for any reason. But for the most part, that can be hand waved and it'll be all right.
I mean, if anything, I can reply to chat. I cannot have a screen or be in voice.
No worries. All right, good session. We'll call it there.
Thank you very much. Very lovely. Thank you for letting me join.
Mm-hmm.
Good to have you here, Alu.
Well,
Richard said, "Good to have you here."
thank you.
See you next time in 2 weeks.
Have a good night / day. The time of day it is.